Okay, I made a handle out of an old crooked piece of metal and a shock absorber that I'd cut off one of the Volkswagens, and it works like this. Put y'all over here. It might be hard to see from that angle. Might be hard to see from that angle too. Well, maybe I'll hold the camera way over here. Try this. Where's the machine at? Hard to hold the camera. Alright, here's my handle. There. Now you can see how it operates. My thinking is, in this position, holding this like this, I'll have the other hand free to turn this wheel. I can put some pressure on this while I'm turning that wheel with my other hand, with my right hand. See, when I was setting this thing up, let's sit y'all over here, make it see. I kept thinking, how did this thing work? Because if the motor's here, and you're trying to line it up here, and you're working this handle where you're in the amongst the motor, it doesn't make sense to me. And if you're over on the other side of it, then you're kind of away. It didn't make sense. But if you're doing it like this, and you're turning this wheel, then I can see once this is off here, it'd be easy to turn because you can put your hand right in there. I can see where you can put a little weight on that and kind of lean into it as you turn. As you go down, you put a little weight into it. See how that works? As you turn, you're putting weight to it. Yeah, I can see that. See how easy that turns? You can turn this like this, and then you can push it. Oh, isn't that lovely? That's lovely. So I'm trying to decide whether to go ahead and hook the motor to it to drill my neck, or I suppose I got to build the bed anyway out here for my neck. So I suppose I could set it up with the bed of my banjo sitting on this bed thing. And another thing I was wondering about, you know how you see all these, you go to yard sales and you always find all these old fashioned hand drill bits that have a kind of a funky end on them. I was wondering if this bit would work with one of them funky ended drill bits, you know. Some of you know what I'm talking about. They're like a square end, but they taper down. You used to put them in a hand drill and they'd do them like this back in the day. I wonder if one of those kind of ends would fit in here. What do you think about it? This fits in it fine though, this type of drill. Now, I've got a lot of different drills, wood bits especially. This thing ain't straight. Look, it's got a little work to it. Somebody has played pretty rough with this thing. I got a little warpage in the end of this, and I'm wondering about that. Might still be okay, as long as I'm aware of it. Especially, I use a drill that cuts around an edge. If I'm using that type of drill, it might still be okay. I don't suppose there's any way to straighten that up. I might try hanging the motor on just so I can watch that, because if the warpage is out here, and if this isn't warped, I might be able to modify this head, put a new head on here that isn't going to wobble around. But I suppose I could hang that motor just to make it easier to watch it turn, I suppose. Let's see what it's going to take to do that.